Hello guys and welcome. As you can see, I almost cracked 5,300 mark. My last investment was on the 23rd of August and it was a Friday, so it took like the whole weekend until my money was on my Interactive Broker account. So that means on the 26th of August, I've put in around $400. So I went to 5,250 and as you can see, it was like a up and down, but at the end, the market is recovering at the moment. And if we go to the year, you can see like it went a little bit down. It is recovering and going back to the all-time high. And it's really great to see that. I have a couple of points which I want to talk with you. I've created a lot of special videos and also want to grow on YouTube because it is as well an investment into my future. But it is hard to find the right people. The reason why I do this YouTube channel is to document everything that I'm doing. And it's right now a moment where we probably look back in the future where I need to find the perfect area for myself. Because right now I'm not the expert, but I see how I develop myself and get better with every video. For that reason, I was checking out a couple of other portfolio platforms where I can see all the charts and everything from my Interactive Broker account, because I don't know how much profit I've gained with my investments, because if I'm here and see how much money I invested, it is not clear for me. If I go to the performance, it is as well not clear for myself. I'm honest, it is just because the fees and commissions were at the beginning not right configured. For that reason, I've paid a lot of commissions and fees, and now I know how to save a lot of commissions and fees, and that is if I invest into the US market, and I will do that anyways. And for that reason, I want to show you as well my portfolio and what I've learned with Interactive Broker. If I go into my portfolio, right now the market is opened, and that is the reason why we have daily profit and loss which are changing and unrealized profit which are changing. And my biggest holding is still the MSCI World, and as well I have the emerging markets, but I've paid like for one transaction around 175 in transaction fees, and I think it's expensive over the time. And for that reason, for my last investment was my goal to buy one WU, and I've bought it when it was around $500 and it goes up a little bit over $25. So at the end I have here such a profit, and at the top I have the unrealized profit and loss, and it is right now at plus 426.90, and I really don't know how much it is at the end, because if I go here on performance, it's the same like at the home menu. Here I can see my performance by sector and as well in the industries and the asset class, but I don't see how much money I've paid overall, and always I have just the view for 1 year. But I want to have the view overall the performance. And I've made a lot of research in this area, and I saw how other people invested instead of the bank account transaction with a Revolut account to save in transaction fees, and that is really clever. As well, you can use other payment methods where you can save the transaction. If you do that, it's a great thing to save money, because the small amounts which you always have to invest, it will get up in the future and it will get a lot. It's the same if you buy a house. Not like the big things like buying a couch or a bed or a table is expensive. The expensive stuff are the small things, because the small things adds up quickly. So if we go to the performance under the portfolio analyst, I was trying to customize here everything, and the one thing that is good is like I see my performance at the end. It's the same like in my home menu, but it doesn't give me any result which I want to know. For example, how much did I pay at the end for all the time in transaction fees and commission? And here as well I can see like I started with $50 and it was my first transaction which I had to do to open my account, and ending right now with 5,302, and the change like this $50 minus these 5,302, 74, and this is like the change. As well I can see my best returns, it was around 9%, and my worst was minus 14.18, but still there are not the numbers that I want to see. I can change as well here the allocation by sector. I don't know what long is meaning, but I have here my asset class, which are as well long. But yes, I am a long-term investor. I can classify it into the regions. Because of my MSCI World and my emerging markets, I have the biggest part in Europe. But at the end, in the future, it will go to North America even more, because I will stay with my WU ETF. And as you can see, the MSCI World and as well the emerging markets are located in Ireland. That is the reason why it is most of it in Ireland. And here you see most of my money is in ETFs. I think these tools are really helpful, but it it is not that what I want to see. And for that reason here you can see the ETFs are at around 4,800 and my single stocks are around 461, and I have as well a little bit of cash in it because you need cash to buy the stocks, but it is not that important. I've put everything inside of this view, but I don't know. Please guys, let me know what you are thinking about it. As well, I've gained from one little stock 20 cents in dividends, and I'm not into dividends. I'm more into just reinvest my money in the ETFs. And as well here at the header I have the part where I can go to the holdings and see how it went right now, but still like it's not showing what I want to see. And here under reports, this is like the option where you can get every detail that you could imagine of. And if you download these PDF since inception and download it like a detailed PDF, you will get, this is just one example from my side, 26 pages of my portfolio analyst. And here you have like everything inside of it, as you can see here. And it's almost the same like on the performance how I showed you in Interactive Broker, but at the end this is a little bit more in detail, and you have here as well the same things. Here are all my single stocks and how much I have, how much the close price is, the value in it, the cost basis, unrealized profit and loss, and the best value. But I think because it's categorized in ETFs, stocks, and in cash, at the top we have the ETFs. Here we have the stocks, and at the bottom we have the cash at the next page. But here you can see I've unrealized profit and loss around $525. And in stocks, as you can see, I lost my money because of my lithium stocks, which are not going well in the moment. And I don't know if it goes well in the future. But at the end, I did it. I will hold it. I won't sell any of my stocks. I just hold it. And I have to be honest, it makes more fun to invest into single stocks. But at the end, as you can see, the ETFs are always better than single stocks, because at single stocks you have to read the news, be up to date, and know what you are doing, in which stocks you want to invest. But I think if a lot of other investors are like me, open-minded, and show their portfolio and every detail about it, they can't beat an ETF. It is not possible. So we have these 525 minus around 100 just to make it easier, and my cash, this $43 which I have around it, and it led me with a profit around 450. So that means I've gained over my total time around 450, and this is just the beginning. You have to imagine what will happen in the future. Something else which I liked was at the upper parts here I can see how much equities, other assets, and as well cash I had, and you can see every time when I put cash into my account. And I've told you always, like every month when I see how much money I left, I will put around around $300 to $500 into my account. And I don't want to have a fixed price or a recurring event where I put every month around 300, because sometimes I'm able to put even more inside my account, and you can see how it goes up because I've put a lot of cash into my account. But I'm not able to do it twice in a month, and I don't want to do it. I just want to spend one time in a month amount into my account and see how it grows. And here we have like the top performance, and you can see it is so many details. You have as well an allocation, but let me go to the last sites because I think there is as well a couple of infos which are interesting. I think this is the page 24 in my PDF is very interesting, because here I think this is my total amount which I've gained as well. Like at the top we have here the ETFs, and it gained me around 525 as I mentioned. In the upper part, in the lower part, we have the stocks, the single stocks, and at the next page you see it was minus $95, and at the end I have as well a little bit of cash in my account. So I've gained over my whole time $431 and not the 450, but I think it is something like in between of that as well. It is working right now, and because of my cash which I have in my account, but it's great. I've earned in 7 months around $430 just from investing and not doing something active. It is just like working for myself, and it doesn't matter if I go to sleep or work or go out or go on vacation. This is just a profit. You have to imagine if people have millions inside of it, and I just want to document how everything started and how I improve and take you with me with all my experience. And here you see this is my MSCI World. It gained me around 9%, and my emerging market didn't went that well and give me minus 7.84%. This is my other MSCI World which I took with me from another broker, and here's my VU, and my VU is also like I started 1 month ago and it gave me profit. That is all. You can see like every detail, like for example a heat map, and here you see my emerging markets in comparison to my MSCI World. Yeah, that is like all the details that I need, but I couldn't figure out where I see how much fees I've paid over the time and the transactions costs. But this is something that I want to figure out in the future. And when my dividends arrived, it was on August, and I have 0.02 per share, and it was like 20 cents, and I don't even recognize it. I don't know from which stock it is happening, but it's something small, a small stock which I have. And right now I've made the research about how you can here configure your plannings and put out goals. And if I get used to it, maybe I will do it just with the PDF in my interactive broker account, and I don't have to use a tool. But I was looking up in the whole internet, and everything recommended Empower, but I don't know if I like it or not, or if I want it. And I have one bigger point, and this is a security point. I don't want to put out in any website my PDFs where everything about my interactive broker is linked to this website, and I don't know where my data is going, and I don't want to do that. Before I have to put out automatically my data, I would do it manually, and then I know I can change it and I can put it in, so they don't have data from me except my name and my email. And if I click here on manage finance outside of a workplace plan with Empower personal dashboard, I can create one dashboard. And I don't want to have a retirement plan because I don't know when I want to retire, and the best way would be to retire right now but it's not possible. But here you can manage finance outside of a workplace plan, and then you can create the personal plan, and I will sign in, and I will create an account as well in Empower, and I will check if I want to use another tool or not. But what would make sense is like just to have it with my interactive broker account, so I can always show you what is going on here, because it got overwhelming, especially in the beginning if you start to invest, because you don't know how to check everything. But you will get from time to time better and better and understand it even more. And as well, I can share it for you, so you don't have to make the research, and I make it very, very easy to understand. And yeah, that's all. I just wanted to make an update video, and I don't know if I want to upload the other videos which I prepared already, because there I've put out a couple of people who made the research for me and created the video with their footage, but I don't know if everything is really copyright free. And if they just put one clip in it which is not copyright free and I get a strike for that, my whole plan, my whole dream would be gone, and I don't know if I want that or not. And for that reason it makes more sense to make a real update and show you step by step how I invest and how I get rich, and probably you as well. And if you're interested in it, you will follow me and subscribe. If you're not interested in it, you wouldn't watch this video at all. And if nobody is watching this video, I want to say that as well, I will do it for myself, and I will look back to my account and see what I've gained, and be always transparent, be honest, and just do things which I think are the correct and right things, and don't listen to anybody, and always do that what I feel. And what I feel is sooner or not it will happen, and there will be a crash. And right now I will save my money, put it aside, put it into my interactive broker account, and just wait. And probably I can do the same with my VU. Wait it until it crashes and buy one, and it bring me $26 right now in profit, and it is just a start. You have just to imagine if it would, instead of $26 and I've bought one, for example, I bought 10 and I had $260. Yeah, but it's just a feeling, and I will always listen to my feeling and my gut, and let's see what the future will bring. Thanks for being there, guys. And if you are watching, you try to develop and grow as well like I am, and I hope I can help you, and I hope everything that I show you will bring in the future as well couple of people a lot of wealth, but I can't promise it. I can just show what I'm doing and document everything that I'm doing. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.